welcome to my RC life, where we do all things RC and a little bit of everything in between. What's up, everybody? Tractus Mike from my RC life. Today, we're going to do a little bit of work on my X-Maxes. Last time we drove these X-Maxes, you can see they had a little bit of a rough time.
Nice! Yes! Nice!
As you can tell, me and my son go all out and put these trucks through their paces.
Yeah!
And this is where Casey breaks his tie rod in.
Nice! That sucker was like pancakes, dude! Something's wrong? Oh, you broke a tie rod end. All right, you're going to have to carry it up. Oh, well. Drive her up there, son. X-Maxes never die. Get them up. Get it up there.
So now it's time to get these things back in working order. All right, we're going to start with this one. I do believe the only thing we got going on is pretty obvious there. We have a broken tie rod, and if you kind of notice here, we got this. Took out the bumper there. If I can find a bumper, I'll replace that too. Okay, so the right hand side is the one that's broken. So we're going to take the right tire off. Now the inner tie rod, it's jammed down into the A-arm here. So I'm going to probably have to put something underneath the suspension. Turn the tire. I don't know what I'm going to have to do here. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got her on out of there. Okay, turn your steering all the way to the right so you can get to that bolt there. Actually, it's kind of hard to get this in because it's wanting to be at an angle. There's a hole right there, and if you turn this in just right and put your wrench down through that hole, you'll see it'll line right up on that bolt. Good thinking, Traxxas. Alright, got that out. Okay, you can see it's broke off right there. Now we got the other end right here. Pop that out. Oh, this one's going to be hard to get out. There we go. Pry it out with your tool. Got that one out. Now you got a longer part and a shorter part. The longer part goes up. Put that in there. Go ahead, get her bolted back in. Alright, got that in there. Now we got to get our inside piece in. Just kind of get that sitting flat. Get it pushed in there. Just like that. We're going to turn it all the way to the left so we can get the screw started. There we go. Then turn it back, get it back lined up with the hole again, and tighten her down. Alright. My servo saver is quite loose because you can hear the servo spinning. Now watch how much I can move the tire before this servo starts to make noise. So this needs to be tightened up. Put these back in our parts box because I still have good ones of these, you know. These guys here. Okay, looks like this is all done. Go ahead and put our tire back on. I didn't have an extra front bumper, so that one's going to have to be all beat up for now. Okay. One X-Maxx ready to go. Here is our tire that fell off. Shove our hinge pin out. All right, now that that's out, you can pop this off and hopefully knock the whole axle. Okay, there we go. Now we need to get a new one of these. All right, this one's a blue one. But whatever, we don't care. Slide that in. Put her in the axle there, and our drive cup. Man, that does feel a bit tight. I think I'm going to go ahead and pound that back out. Go ahead and sand on these really lightly, just get all the junk off of them. And add some type of oil everywhere. Slide this. Okay, it's going in there nice and easy. Let's see if it goes in here nice and easy now. There, it's a lot better. I pushed it in by hand that time. That was a lot nicer. A little bit of blue Loctite stick on this bolt before it goes back in. This goes on. Now since this was broke off, I had lost my little clip that holds it together, so I need a new one of those. Okay, found me a brand new one of these. Go ahead and slide her on there. Okay, that is back on. Okay, so here's our old broken axle, and luckily Casey, with his eagle eye, found this laying in the dirt there, which is great because these are special lug nuts to adapt these bigger tires onto this truck. What we need to do is get this broken part off of there and unthread that. Okay, so I'm just gonna, luckily there's a little bit to clamp onto there with a pair of vices. Cool. Perfect. All right, get our tire back on here. Now, I thought that's initially all that was wrong with this, but I did notice some other stuff when I was looking at it the other day. I think one of these pins is broke on one of these. Oh yeah, I see something broke up here. Let's go ahead and get this right front tire off. I just had a conversation with my buddy Stan. I built him a Techno MT410 and shipped it to him. Well, I shipped it with no tires because he had the tires for it at his house. Well, he put the tires on it, and then I asked him, I said, hey, did you cover your vent holes on the inside of your wheel? And he didn't. So he was going to take all 4 tires off and cover the vent holes. Well, he had 3 of the 4 off. He was taking the 4th one off, and he could not get that sucker off. And I told him stories about sometimes taking tires off of like X-Maxxes and stuff. I mean, you just can't get them off sometimes. I said, he was afraid he was going to hurt it, you know, jerking it. I said, just jerk that sucker back and forth. You're not going to hurt anything. Eventually it'll come out. Here's those wider front axles like I was telling you about. They're 6 millimeters wider, actually. 6 millimeters. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, 6 millimeter wire. Okay, what I was seeing broke was right there. That guy. So we need to get that taken apart. Pull out the pin. Now it's going to come off, but we still got one from the bottom side. Actually, we can just slide this out and then just unbolt this while it's off of the truck. There we go. Slide the pin out. Pop out our axle here. Pop that off. Get the hex off. Then it's got this little thing here that fills the gap of the extended axle. Pop this guy out. Looks like everything is okay with this guy. That looks all good. So we got to find one of these. Okay, here's our old broken one. There's a new one. What I'm going to do is slide the whole axle in like that. There we go. Slide the outer bearing in too. There we go. Oh wait, I'm putting the broken one back on. What am I thinking? Dummy. Okay, got that on. Slide our spacer back on. Back on with the wheel hex. Put the retainer clip on there. Now we'll go ahead and slide this into the drive cup. Okay, kind of had to stretch them things out a little bit to get them to slide over the ends. Alright, that one's in. Slide the bottom one in here, hopefully, just as easy. Okay. And we got our retainer caps. Put our tie rod back in here. This guy up here was a little bit loose. See it loose now. That tire back on. Okay, now we're over here on the other side of the front of the truck here, because when I was running it last, I heard something clicking, and I thought I had a pin broke in one of my axles. Alright, I got my metal lug wrench now. Yeah, there we go. Dang. Yeah, something's wrong in there for sure. Alright, let's get in a little deeper here. Same thing as how we disassembled the other side. Oh yeah. Pins broke right off in it. So, pop that out. And that's a bummer because these are the longer ones, but I do believe I still have a few more. Now if I went with a standard axle, what would happen is it would be narrower on the left front. See what we're dealing with there? If I just threw one of these stock ones in. But I do still have 2 more of these. Okay, and actually I went and looked and I got this set and another full set. Okay, since that one's all beat up, I don't really feel like grinding on it and stuff, and this does come with a whole new axle shaft, I will just throw this one in the parts bin so I can use it later if needed. Put this inner bearing on first, I guess. There we go. I'll go ahead and put it back in the hub. Okay, got that in. Slider in there. Okay, got that in. Slide our spacer on. Wheel hex. Retainer clip. A little bit of this blue Loctite on there. Put the tie rod in. Okay. New wheel. Get our tire back on there. Okay, that one's ready to go too. Okay, now that looks a little bit better. Both of them up, rearing and ready to go. All right, guys, well, today it's an ice storm out there. I don't know if you can really see all the ice on the branches, but we kind of lost all of our snow, or most of it, and it was all sloppy out there. And then we got freezing rain last night, so it ain't no fun to go out there and play today. Hopefully by this weekend it'll be a little bit improved conditions. Even if it's a little bit muddy, I don't care. We're ready to play with these X-Maxxes. My son will be over here this weekend, and maybe we can get these bad boys out and put on a show for you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. We're this close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm so close to monetizing. Share with your brother, your buddy, your dad, your grandpa, your grandma, your mama, your cousins, anybody who you think might like what we're doing here. We're this close to being able to monetize, guys, and that can really help me bring more content to the channel. Well, that's it for today. I'm Traxxas Mike from My RC Life, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching another episode of My RC Life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.